Delaware Rising action. Just to let you guys know, if you see any weird shaking or anything going on, we're having a little technical difficulty with our tripod today. But we want to bring you the action, and that is what happens right now. We are officially underway against Ashland United. Ashland United, fairly new club. This is their first season in existence, I believe, but also first season within Nozzle for sure. They start with some good possession. Trying to work out of the back. You see Alex Brown puts in a good challenge. Does end up forcing a throw for Ashland. And this is your boy, Andrew Schwalik, bringing you commentary today. If you have any questions about gameplay, something that you're seeing out on the pitch, feel free to drop a message in the chat. I'll be happy to break it down and answer those questions for you. I'll adjust our camera just a bit so we can maybe get a little better view. There we are. How about that? How about that? A nice tempered start for both teams, trying to hold a little possession, test each other out. And there's the first real attacking sequence. Comes for Ashland United on the far side. And good body from Seth Barrett to see that ball out for a Delaware throw. I'll zoom you guys in just a hair as well. It is a sunny, beautiful day here at Buckeye Valley High School. About 82 degrees. Certainly feels a lot hotter down there for the boys on the pitch. And a quick hit. And it goes in the back of the net. It looks like Connor Sexton maybe thought that the ball was going wide, but unfortunately ended up in the back from quite a good strike. So that puts Ashland up 1-0, just about 2 minutes and 30 seconds into this game. Kind of a quick goal out of nowhere, and that was off of that real first attacking sequence for Ashland. So let's see how Delaware Rising responds. This is quite an important match as we are approaching the playoff times. Delaware Rising in good shape, tied for 5th at the moment. But a win here would bring them up to actually be tied for 3rd with Ashland. So this would be a very important match to win. Boys will know that. Hopefully they can respond quickly. Delaware trying to do a little possession of their own. And a big release for Colin McComb, and Colin does get there. It's one-on-one. He's with the keeper. He shoots it and gets it in. Colin McComb, welcome back. Coming off of an injury that took him out for almost the entire season. Showing up when he is needed, right back. And you'll know Colin McComb from last season, scoring a huge goal in the dying embers of the Greater Columbus game in that away match, and being a really stellar player. And he shows us why once again. Cool, composed, brings the ball down, puts it in the back of the net, and ties his game back up. Man, 2 very quick goals within about 4 minutes, and then those 2 goals within about a minute of each other. Now, how will Ashland respond? Will we see maybe the game slowed down once again? See a little more possession? It'll certainly fire Delaware up. And goal differential, always an important thing to pay attention, especially when you're trying to qualify for a playoff spot. So the more goals you can get in the back of the net, the better. A lot of these Ashland United players coming from the University of Ashland. Or Ashland University, one or the other. I think it's Ashland University. And a giveaway in the middle of the pitch. And Ryan Miller tries to find Collins streaking through. Almost sneaks that ball in there. And Ashland trying to release their winger on that right side, but just a little too much juice on that pass. And if you are just joining us, score is already 1-1. We are at the 5-minute mark. We'll certainly have an exciting match on our hands. How many more goals will be scored? We shall see. If you got predictions, drop them in the chat. Good body from Kuhn, and the ball kind of filters through. A little bit of ping pong, and Kuhn with some good hustle wins it back. Finds Cody Lumbie, nice set, and Barrett tries to switch the field, looking for Breinstein. See him right at the bottom of your screen down there. Forces him back. That's how you play defense. Whenever you're in front of a player with the ball, you want to make sure that you stop their forward progress and force that pass back. You'll see a lovely window in our way, and a big ball out from the back. Good win. That was Nicholas Fleury, I believe. Kuhn brings it down, finds Fleury again. And there it is with Colin. Lovely find in the middle of the park. Good turn. Oh, and just tries to get it off his foot, but just a split second too late. A lucky bounce there. Keeps it Ashland's way, and that was Fleury with a good interception. It's with Rader now. Rader tries to find McComb on the wing. And some back and forth the ball goes, and good body. Ooh, and ball stays in bounds after that, but that was McComb who kind of got shouldered off the ball and shoved down onto the turf, and that did, and not the turf, the actual track, which has like that rubber coating, so that did not feel good. And good stuff from Alex Brown. Gets between defender and the ball. Finds Connor Sexton in the back. Now what can Delaware build? Ryan Miller. A big swing to McComb, but looks like maybe that got caught up in the wind a bit. It kind of curled down and away. Be an Ashland throw. And now a Delaware throw. Both teams are missing quite a few players off of their roster due to it being a holiday weekend. It is July 1st if you're unaware and choose not to look at a calendar, but happy almost 4th of July. And maybe happy 4th of July weekend. I'm still unsure which weekend is actually the official 4th of July weekend. But happy 4th of July regardless. And if you are following us on social media, you'll know that unfortunately our women, they were supposed to play earlier today, but the kickoff at 4:30 just didn't have enough of the roster in town as all of them were on vacation with their families for the 4th of July. So I had to forfeit that match to City of Ohio, which is actually a Cleveland team. So we unfortunately have to concede 3 points to them as they are sitting on top of the league. They were sitting on top before that as we, the Delaware Rising women's team, are in second place. So as long as finishing our season off strong, we should be holding down that home advantage playoff spot. We've already clinched the playoffs with the women's side. Oh, lovely move from Colin McComb. Fancy footwork, man, picking off right where he left off. Ashland having some space trying to get through, but that was Brent Rader. Good interception. McComb flicks it to Kuhn. Kuhn still finds himself with it. Good composure, good control. Gets it up to McComb. McComb over to Lumbie. Tries to play it through. Was looking for Morris, but just a little too much on that ball. But that's Ryan Miller trying to press the ball. Breinstein staying in front of his man. Good defense from the boys in blue. Talking about the roster, I know I mentioned a lot of our players missing due to the holiday weekend, but our starters for this match, Connor Sexton in goal. We have Brent Rader, Alex Brown, Nick Fleury, Colin McComb, goal scorer, Ryan Miller, Cody Lumbie, Landon Kuhn, Asher Breinstein, Mason Morris, and Seth Barrett. Good turn. Good strength from Landon Kuhn. Plays the ball through. That is from Morris, and it was maybe just deflected, but it falls back to Morris. Tries to chip the keeper up, and just not enough power on that one. Easily into the keeper's hands. Not sure if maybe he was trying to chip Lumby through, or if he meant that as a shot. Another good attacking sequence for Delaware Rising. Ashland trying to play out of the back. If you are just joining us, quick score update. We're about 10 minutes, 30 seconds into this match. Already tied up 1-1. Two very early goals. Both teams working their way into the match now. It's settled down after a pretty intense first 3 minutes of the game. Good body from Brian Steen. And tries to maybe outside of the foot that to McComb, but does get it back. And does find McComb in the end, but there is a foul. No advantage played by our center referee. So that will be a Delaware Rising free kick at about the 30-yard line. You wouldn't fancy a shot from here, but you never know. Most likely a nice chipped ball in, back post, and headed home. Landon gets us underway. Yes, the ball chipped back post, and oh, just over. I think that was Morris. And now Ashland trying to counter. Not much help for number 9. Trying to do something himself. Wait for some reinforcements. Holds possession up nicely. Waits for his team to join him. .47 out on the wing. That is Brian Bostic. Filters through to number 9. Number 9 has a strike. It was pretty vicious, but nothing on frame, just into the side netting. It's a warning sign for Delaware Rising. Get our match underway off that goal kick, starting from the back. That was Miller. Next to McComb, but sequence didn't quite work out. Ashland possessing, trying to find their way through the tight Delaware defense, and cleared nicely by Alex Brown. About as homegrown as you can get. Attended Buckeye Valley High School, right here from Delaware, Ohio. Certainly has some home field advantage. Plays for Bluffton. And wasn't necessarily a center back playing at Buckeye Valley, but has adapted to the center back life quite nicely. One of the best players for Bluffton last year, and a strong starter in his freshman campaign. Same for Delaware Rising. You're seeing it today. Here there is an unhappy baby, and I'll tell you the reason. It's because Ashland scored already. We don't love that. That's how I feel inside, too. Start from the back once again. Miller. The ball kind of just bouncing around between legs. That will be a free kick toward Ashland. Doesn't seem like anyone knows the foul was on. Free kick probably going back post as well. Number 10 looking over. Setting up with what looks to be his left foot. So it should be an in-swinging or an out-swinging ball. Indeed it is. A lovely little ball, but cleared nicely by McComb. Score still 1-0. Apologies, adjusting our stream once again. We're doing some manual camera angles today. Big throw into the box. Does find an Ashland player, and Sexton is able to get over and claim that. Sexton surveying his options. Telling him to go long. He'll start it from the ground. Does deflect off of an Ashland player, but thankfully finds Fleury, and Fleury to Morris. Morris over to Kuhn. Good building out of the midfield. Kuhn has options. Oh, and just behind McComb. But there was Ryland Owens, who gets a foot to it, tries to have a strike, and it looks like it may have deflected out for a corner. Yep, indeed it is a corner. It certainly didn't look like a clean strike, as Owens got hit and seems like the ball was deflected. So the first corner for Delaware Rising, Landon Kuhn will take. Substitutions are being made before the corner will be taken. You're seeing another homegrown player coming from Buckeye Valley High School, JP Seliscar, making his way onto the pitch. Cody Lumby, Mason Morris taking a break. Galvin McCall is also the other player coming on. Prolific from the air. Certainly love having him on for the corner. Let's see if he can make an immediate impact. One right in front of the net. Headed away by Ashland. And that was almost a goal. Had to be precise. Good win from Alex Brown. Perhaps stops that counter. And yes, there was a foul. You could see that against Delaware Rising. That was Brent Rader. He's getting pulled back. Seth Barrett swings it now. Tries to find Kuhn on that left side of the field. Unable to do so. A good quick recovery in the positions for Delaware. And a good step from Owens. That's some good fancy footwork. McCall tries to hold it up. Does get shoved. Chested down. That was Brent Rader. And just a little miscommunication between Rader and McComb. That will result in an Ashland throw. If you haven't heard, we have a new head coach gracing the sideline for Delaware Rising, Joshua Deal. Signed a contract to finish out our season with us. Has been doing quite well. We're happy to have him on board. Ashland moving into that final third, and a good challenge from Kuhn. Looks like he did get the ball as he swung in front of him, but the referee disagrees. That will be a free kick at right up past the 20-yard line. Now we're getting close to shooting distance, and I think it was number 20 who scored that opening goal for Ashland. You know, he does have a cannon on him. So will he want to take the strike from there? Now, personally, if I'm a teammate, I want you to chip it over the top or play me through. But then if you score it, it's always forgiven. You certainly see some goals scored from this distance. And he does have a shot, takes a deflection off the wall. Will go out of bounds for a goal kick for Ashland. So wall does its job. Hear any wind noise? Apologies. We're getting some welcomed gust of winds up here in the press box because it is toasty out today. You can kind of see there's a line on your screen. That is the window, the frame. So you'll see on the left side, corner kick taker, right side, field. And a blasted corner goes over everybody, and that will be out of bounds for a Delaware Rising goal kick. And some substitutions being made. Some good quick substitutions for Delaware Rising. Trying to get those fresh legs in, give some players a break. It is hot today, especially down on that turf. Ashland making some substitutions as well. Looks like Seth Barrett and Colin McComb are taking a break. Seeing a little bit of a formation shift with some players playing different roles now. Mason Morris making his way back onto the pitch. You'll see Asher Breinstein holding down that one of those central midfielder positions. And Sexton tries to clear that ball out, but thankfully not a great touch from Ashland. Allows Delaware to get back in possession for a moment, but now it's kind of pinging around. It is with Ashland. Has a strike, but slips as he's striking the ball. Fairly easy save for Sexton. Trying to release Raider. And that will be just out of bounds. Ashland throw. We are just over the 21st minute mark. Score is still 1-1. Not too many big attacking sequences in the past 10 minutes. Fairly even match so far. A big throw from number 66 into the box. Does find an Ashland player, but bounces down and cleared. That's Brent Rader, I believe. Kuhn finds himself with the ball. Not too much assistance yet, so holds it up smartly. Miller swings it. So Morris tries to play it maybe through to McComb. And now it is Alex Brown. Takes the ball, but it deflects off of that Ashland player, so it will be a Delaware Rising throw. Good stuff from Alex Brown. Kuhn finds himself with it once again. Oh, quick footwork and does keep it in down that sideline. Sees McComb and finds McComb. And McComb, lovely touch, turns it, has a strike, and oh, it's a good hit, but a good save from the keeper. Good sequence from Delaware Rising on that one. Great pass from Kuhn. Wonderful first touch to turn away from the defender from Galvin McCall. Just couldn't find the back of the net. Good forceful tackle, a challenge from Fleury. Score still 1-1. Ashland has the ball. Brown stays in front, puts in a challenge. Breinstein, it's still with that Ashland player. Lovely stuff from Rylan Owens to prevent the cross / shot from troubling anyone in the box. It will be an Ashland corner. It's a nice sunny day for some Delaware Rising football action. And a dangerous corner, and Sexton tries to get a touch on it, maybe does. Headed back and away from any danger, so that will be an Ashland throw now on the near side of the pitch. And again, this is a very important match for the standings as the long throw goes in. And McCall, good clearance. And it's number 10 who whips the ball in and does find someone in. Almost a fancy little no-look touch back toward goal, but just can't really direct it on frame, so that will be a goal kick for Delaware Rising. But as I was saying, this is an important match, especially for Delaware Rising because of the standings. Delaware Rising sitting in 5th, but will be able to jump up to 3rd place if they're able to get a win in today's match. That will actually bring them level with Ashland United. Will set us up nicely for playoff contention. We'll have 2 more matches after this, and just 1 more for our women's side. But again, the women have already clinched a playoff berth. Just trying to end the season on a win so that we can get our home match advantage. Some arguing down on the touchline in front of us. It will be a Delaware Rising throw. You can see down there one of our sponsors, Central Ohio's premier custom home builder, P&D Builders. We appreciate you guys. Brown to Selskar, got that BV connection. Lovely composure with that kind of a tough ball that was popped up to him. Finds Rader, and Rader tries to flick it up. And McCall now looking to get on the ball. Maybe that is a drop just back to some space for Ashland to recover and regain some possession. Their keeper just clears it. Rader, good tracking of the ball. And still Rader again gets in there and intercepts it, but it will be out for an Ashland throw. Looking at some substitutions. Colin McComb makes his way back up toward the front of the formation. Galvin McCall will get a break. JP also gets a break as Asher Brainstein also comes out. Seth Barrett coming in. It's Cody Lumby down there also making his way back onto the pitch. Good strong challenges, but good body, good footwork from number 9 to hold possession, but just can't find his own teammate. A Della Rising throw right down below us. Quick throw. Rader to Miller. Right back again. Some good possession here from Delaware. And Owen trying to switch it. Oh, almost finds Kuhn. Kuhn, good turn. So graceful. Ends up finding it to Lumby with space on the right side. And flicks the ball in. And set up for Morris. Morris drops it to Kuhn. Kuhn has the ball. Trying to do something fancy with it. And it finds Miller. Miller has a strike. And just not enough venom on that one. As the keeper will easily make the save. And you can see the ball kind of get stuck under Miller's feet as he was trying to shoot. But Miller can certainly score from there. We know that this season. Good interception from Owens, but a late whistle. Looks like that maybe was a call on Morris, as Morris was tracking back, playing some defense. Approaching the 30-minute mark, score is still 1-1. Both goals scored within 3 minutes of kickoff. So you'll have to scroll back and watch that if you're just joining us. Quite an exciting way to start off a game as Ashland switches the ball. Cody Lumby steps in. Kuhn will reset, finds Owens in the back. All the way back to Sexton. Some exciting news after some delays. We're finally getting some shipments of merch in. We just received one yesterday, so that's exciting. We have some new t-shirts which will be available finally on our store, on our website, DelawareRising.club. If you want to look fresh in some Delaware Rising gear, you can head over there. We'll ship it right to you. Headed nicely down by Seth. .66, finding some space. Good step from Lumby, but it still stays with number 5 somehow. And then Alex Brown says, not today. Clears that ball out. And it will be an Ashland throw as McComb tries to sneak in there. Take the throw for Delaware. Referee on top of it, though. Little smiles between both of them. Big switch. One more switch for some space. Yep, that's what happens. Little ball roll. Trying to find some space for the shot. And some good defensive work. It's cleared up in the air by Rader. And Barrett, another good win. Leave a little pressure for now, but it's going to come back at Delaware. Good stuff from Owens. Beautiful. And there was an advantage being played as Owens got pulled back. But then referee saw there was no advantage, so that'll be a free kick for Delaware. Some substitutions being made. Owens gets a well-deserved break. Nice showing in the back. That will be JP coming in for him. Asher Breinstein coming back in as well, giving Brent Rader a rest. Sexton will get us back underway. And a lot of players rotating in different positions. You like to see it. Some good versatility from a lot of our players. Oh, and a big touch, but Sexton is there. Clears that ball. And taking space down that sideline. He is onside. An early cross into the box. Brown is there to head it away. Miller finds himself with little space, decides to kick it up, tries to get it to McComb and does. McComb, good enough touch. Now has space. Does have some speed, a lot of space to go too. They're letting him have it. Finds Kuhn. Miller finds Bridenstine on the right side. Oh, and filters it through to Morris. Morris uses his body as a shield. Good stuff. And Morris has a shot. Not too much venom on that, but a lovely sequence from Delaware. We'll have that all day. The more chances we get, the better. And now it is with Morris again. Nice pass to Kuhn. Clever little ball. Kuhn trying to do some fancy footwork. And that will be a Ashland throw after some debate. Oh, I was trying to zoom in just a smidge more. There we go. Did have a recent game need to be rescheduled. Hopefully you saw that on our social media. We play away this year at Greater Columbus. That game was supposed to be Wednesday, but then the smoke from the Canadian wildfires causing some problems with air quality here in central Ohio. And it's like the worst air quality since something like 1986 or something like that. So a decision was made for player safety to postpone that game, so that has been rescheduled for July 10th, the final day of the season. Certainly will be an exciting match. So that is Greater Columbus, who sit at the top of the table as things stand. However, as things stand, we are still 2-0 against them in their existence. One of the clubs that created by a few former Delaware Rising players. Now what can Delaware Rising do here? Miller gets it to Morris. Morris, early low cross. A good idea. Filters kind of back out to him. Lovely little give and go, and Morris does get it into the box, and it is deflected. And almost deflected goalward. It's with Barrett. Barrett settles it down. Maybe tries to have it hit his own. Put it into the mixer. Miller finds himself with it. Goes to Fleury. Seliskar. Nice. Good move. Good pass. Fleury looking maybe for McComb. And headed down back across. Ooh, that was Lumby almost getting in on that. Asher. And Asher gets hit after the play. It'll be a Delaware Rising throw, but maybe should have been a free kick. Into the 35th minute. Score still 1-1. And it will be a throw. As Ashland Breinstein had the same thought I did. A throw. Trying to find Kuhn. Good tracking back from McComb. Breinstein to Kuhn. Kuhn in attacking position. Tries to get through to Lumby. With Barrett. Landon tries to do something fancy. He thinks just loses the ball, unfortunately. What can Ashland do? Have some space to work. And it will be a 4-on-4. Now a 5-on-4. We got to get some midfielders back. And thankfully an errant pass that allows Delaware to recover. But yeah, you saw Delaware not happy with that one. That did look like there was a deflection off of an Ashland player, but an Ashland throw was awarded. Big throw. Headed into the box, but no one there to get on the end of that other than our goalkeeper, Colin. Six into Breinstein. Breinstein will work us out of the back. Through to Miller into some space, but just a little too much on that pass. Led him slightly too far. Can Ashland capitalize? Good move from 22. Has a strike, and wow, are you kidding me? Absolutely smashed into the back of the net. That is a high-quality strike. So that makes our score now 2-1 as we approach halftime. So Ashland with another goal. Let's see if Delaware Rising can respond as quickly as they did to the last goal. Good individual effort from a few players in the midfield. And then just a pure strike right through the ball. We are now into the 38th minute. Will Delaware Rising be able to respond before the stroke of halftime? Flurry to Owens. Looking for options. Looking for McCall, who's now on the pitch. Up in one of those striker roles. Good tracking back from McComb. Big switch across, and wow, and a perfect ball. He does regain possession, holds it on that left side. Nine has a swing, and oh my goodness. Connor didn't look too worried about that one, but ends up going off the crossbar. And the player is offside. Goal kick for Delaware Rising. In the 40th minute, 5 minutes ago, surely a minute or two of added time will be tacked on by our refereeing crew. Scores 2-1. 2 goals coming early in this match within 3 minutes of the game, both of them. And then if you were just watching, that second goal for Ashland. See some substitutions coming in for both sides. Feinstein coming back in. Barrett taking a break. Miller also taking a break. Good challenge. Dispossessed that Ashland player. A quick pass that was from McComb trying to give an outlet to Rader, but just a little too much as he was under duress. Oh, and Galvin almost forces a turnover, applying some pressure on that back line. Dan White says, "Let's go, gents." Dan the man, we appreciate you. Good challenge there. That was Brent Rader sticking up his man. A good challenge. That was Morris. And sliding through. Oh, and looks like we will be getting a card on number 10. You saw the red card come out of the referee's pocket. You thought maybe a straight red, but a yellow against that Ashland player. Deserved. Some unnecessary chatter happening after. It was a dangerous play. Thankfully, Landon Kuhn is all good. Be a free kick for Delaware with 3 minutes left in regulation before the halftime whistle. Looks like there was a player receiving some treatment on Ashland's side of the pitch. Our trainer, Haley, showing him some attention. Haley, we appreciate you. Thanks for being here, keeping us all safe. Ashland have a counter. There's some space on the left, but good recovery from Rader. And there's Alex Brown showing why he is just one awesome center back. Lovely stuff. And now Delaware can go on the break. McComb out to Kuhn. Tries to swing that ball in early, but just too far past the reach of Galvin McComb. That was a mix of two names, actually. Colin McComb, who I attached to Galvin's last name. But that is Galvin McCall. And when you see McCall in the box, always happy to cross it up there because he's already scored a few goals off of corners and crosses. I've had the pleasure of playing with him on the reserve side as well. He's quite a threat in the air. Good poacher of a striker. Now we see him here. Tries to flick the ball maybe across. It will find its way to Rader, who sends it in. It's McComb. Flicks it just into a dangerous area, but no one able to get on the end of it. Cleared out from Ashland. A minute until we reach the 45th minute. There is Alex Brown. Fleury sending it long. Headed up in the air. Morris tries to bring it down, able to do so. Delaware build one more attack with Morris. In dangerous area, trying to skate through some of the defenders. Didn't look like a fun challenge to be a part of for Kuhn. No whistle either way. It falls all the way back to Sexton. You could hear the referee from here saying 1 more minute, so we'll have 1 minute of added time. McCall flicks the ball, tries to get it back up, goes straight up, but then wins the ball. It's with McComb. Doesn't have too much help yet in the box. McComb trying to find McCall, and just a little short. The call ran back post instead of centrally. And Kuhn has a strike. That would have been dangerous. A lot of bodies in the box. Delaware Rising in the area too. Could have tried to get something on that, but a quick minute. And that will be our halftime whistle. So at the half, Delaware Rising down 1 to Ashland's 2. And if you did not start the stream with us, the 2 goals, so the Delaware Rising goal and the first Ashland goal, scored within 3 minutes. So that's a perfect time to jump back and rewatch that if you want to see some of the action. And Ashland scoring about 8 minutes before our halftime whistle. So we'll see what Delaware Rising and Coach Deal and Stoll can come up with to bring on some more attacking prowess. Trying to get this game back so we can get those 3 very important points to try to move us up to 3rd in the standings to catch up to Ashland United. All right, I will be putting a pause on our stream so I can do some halftime announcements, throw on some jams, and then I will be back in just about 10 minutes to bring you some second half action.
That's not a goalie either, too.
It's not a goalie?
You just tell by his technique.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot from 20 of them.
Hit it. Just hit him.
We'll see if he's made of it right now.
I know.
You can just tell by the way he's handling the ball.
Yeah, a little awkward. Well, hopefully we start testing them. Man. It's an important one, too, and they're missing a lot of players, so this could have been a perfect opportunity. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to halftime. We certainly have a fun one on our hands. Hopefully you were here for kickoff, because if you were even just 3 minutes late, you would have missed the first 2 goals of the game. Holy smokes, both of those goals coming within 3 minutes. So I'll know, and if you look at our scoreboard, score is 2-1. So we'll certainly see some, hopefully, attacking football coming your way in the second half. But before that, if you were inspired by the play of our Delaware Rising squad and want to rep the gear, head over to the Delaware Rising website and get yourself something nice. All purchases help our club continue to grow, so thank you for your support. And if you've been at some of our previous matches, you'll know that I continually say, oh man, we're waiting on our shipment. We have been waiting on our shipment for quite some time, but finally, we have some t-shirts in and the stock is being updated. So you will be able to look sharp just after the 4th of July in some Delaware Rising gear. Before we do flip it over back to our main event, we want to say thank you to all of our sponsors who made this 2023 season possible. We appreciate you all. Thank you so much for your support. We do have sponsorship opportunities available for this season, off season, and for our next. So reach out if you'd like to support your local soccer club and generate some buzz about your business. And now I will flip on some jams so you can rock out until our referees get us back underway for the second half. There you go. That's a good point. That's yeah, it's goofy. That's cool. Yeah. That's great. Great. Gosh, those are so expensive. Yeah, exactly. You gotta get that income somehow. How crazy. Nice to see the front three for three playing pretty well though. Okay. How did some of the younger guys look with right? Yeah, yeah, she plays well.
That's right. She does.
Yep. Remember him? Oh, who's on that tall? He was at the camp, wasn't he? That's what I thought. Oh, well, that's great to have him though. He's probably solid. Yeah.
Brady's might have the best. I think he has the best ball skill of all the freshmen.
Wow.
He's about as tall as that trash can.
That sucks. Okay. How is Logan doing?
Logan's skills are certainly good.
Okay, that's good.
Even running skills are good. Jim Roberts was way better than that.
Really? Wow.
The problem I ended up having to tell Mr. Raymond, so he would get to the game, Mr. Brody and Robert Roberts said, they're buddies. I didn't classify it as a make perfect sense, but
Brody, yeah, that makes total sense.
the Brody's
Filling out? Okay, good.
Robert got all his hair cut off.
Wow, gonna be a little faster now.
His hair wrinkled big.
Cut it on it. David's ready there.
So, kind of what's become my control.
Yeah. So it's not playing any goal.
Yeah, no, he wants to.
The other option is oh really? Well, that's good. So yeah, goal would be 1 month spot. Or do it last. Just to see how. Yeah, there you go.
There's a couple that I'm assuming, like we beat Johnstown last year. I'm assuming that's a loss this year.
Okay, all right.
I don't know.
So how many wins do you need to get to 100?
9.
9? Of course, you'll be one short. Yeah, that would make sense.
Guess I'll have to go another year, huh?
There you go. Maybe by that time I'll sell my business just because I'll be sick of it. Come back. It is exhausting.
Not bad.
Between the laundromat and the sandwich shop, we just wake up, plan everything, go to work there, then work the laundromat in the evening, sleep and do there all day, every day. But then hopefully we'll have the reverse of teachers, so we'll have the winters off, hopefully. See if that really works or not.
I'm gonna go stop by your table and get my size large. My jersey I got 2 years ago extra large.
Oh, nice, alright.
Nice large.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah. And just, dude, like getting everything printed has been so frustrating. We did everything, kits and all the stuff from a new printer. And they've had like backup stuff, they've printed stuff wrong, so like still have like some quarter zips from players. Pretty crazy.
Who are you using?
What?
Who are you using?
Icarus? They're supposed to be like a...
Fly too close to the sun?
Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to be like a nice lowerly printer, but...
Good call naming your business after tragedy.
Yeah, exactly, I know. Makes sense at least. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Delaware Rising action. Let me lift you up and get you a better vantage point. So you will now see the teams switching sides. Ashland in orange going from left to right on your screen, starting off this half with an attacking sequence. Here's Sexton yelling no turn. He tries to cross the ball in, but I think that will go out indeed for a goal kick. Actually, there has been a switch of our goalkeeper. So Sexton now on the sideline. You'll see Gabe Thomas in the back of the net taking this goal kick. Take a quick gander and see if we have any other substitutions. Looks like it's actually the way that we started off, other than the goalkeeper substitution. Delaware Rising with the ball now going from right to left on your screen. For Columbus? Well, hell, if you are a Columbus Crew fan. And a quick ball in. It's from McComb to Morris. Morris almost getting on the end of it, but so close, unable to do so on that one. Some strong defense in the end, but Columbus Crew have scored. 1-0 is the score. So the Crew up early on in that match, probably about 20 minutes in, maybe just under. You see Thomas scooping that up. Hopefully Delaware can follow suit. That team just about 25 miles south. Ashland looking strong, starting the second half. Good clearance from Owens. And that ball popped way up in the air off that Ashland player. And it is settled in the middle, but cleared by Owens once again. Ashland resetting. Have been holding the majority of the possession, starting off this second half. Showing some good composure, but almost taken off his foot by Morris. So close, unlucky to be able to pull that ball through, but then I missed it by 23, so it'll be a Delaware Rising throw. And thrown in, trying to find Morris down the sideline, but just tapped out by that Ashland player. It's a quick throw. Morris skirting through. 4v4 situation. That does allow Delaware Rising to get some more players back. 22, has some space up top. Miller, lovely challenge. Still with the Ashland player, though. And almost a ball through. It cleared up only as far as an Ashland player looks up. Maybe tried to find Thomas off his line, but Thomas easily there. Good recovery, good position, good hands. Delaware just needs to calm down a bit. Work their way back into this match. Build up some attacking sequences of their own. And a big kick from Thomas. It goes off the top of the head of number 10. It did not feel too great. Delaware throw on the far side. Both our men's and women's team will be back in action next weekend on the 8th and 9th. Men play on the 8th. Oh, what a lovely ball over the top. It's with Kuhn. Kuhn tries to play it maybe down across goal, but it was blocked, so that will be a corner kick for Delaware. What can the Rising do on this corner? As I was saying, the men's side will be playing on the 8th. And the women's will be playing on the 9th. Check out our website for the full schedule, kickoff details. We'll be having streams on this YouTube channel right here, so if you want to watch and follow along if you can't make it. Low corner. Oh, and it comes in quick. It's the first man. Morse tries to flick it toward goal. Not a bad idea. And Seth Barrett, such composure, just chests it down. A perfect little pass to Kuhn. And Kuhn gets the ball kind of stuck up underneath. Good, strong play from that Ashland player. Now 18, a big switch, smart idea. Trying to dribble through, and it is dispossessed. Good stuff from Alex Brown. He's been having a strong game. And that Ashland player has had enough. Just kicks it out for Delaware throw. Entering the 51st minute. Score is still 2-1. Ashland lead. Some kickball going back and forth. And a big switch. Lovely ball across. Have to applaud that pass. The Ashland player trying to take on his man. Does get by him. Plays it through centrally. And it is Nick Flory. Finds himself with the ball. Dribbles to some space. Good ball from Barrett to Morris. Morris says it down for Miller. They're looking for some options. And Miller, not happy. And then it looks at the ref. The ref agrees with Miller. There was a foul on that sequence of play. Played rather quickly. Ashland not happy, but a ball in and almost a good idea in the right space. No Delaware player able to get on the end of it. Wow, lovely first touch from number 9. Tries a big switch. Was able to get control. Oh, and a lovely ball to McComb, who was, it looked like he was onside. I think he was onside. We'll have to go back and look at that in the replay. Let me know what you think, chat, if that was the case, but offside flag was raised. Good interception from Kuhn. Morris tries to flick it back to him. And good stuff from Barrett to step in. Miller, good footwork. Almost gets it up to McComb. Good defense you see from Kuhn. Delaware playing a bit more advanced in their defensive shape. And it has been working out. Ball does bounce, and Miller maybe gets on the end of it. Maybe an Ashland player thinks that it was off them, so he just clears it out for a Delaware throw. Substitutions being made. Let's see, Galvin McCall making his way on for Morris. Mason Morris always putting in a good shift and has the stamina to do so. Well-deserved break for him. Almost sets up Lumby. And Owens, kind of gets the ball through. It looks like maybe that was a shot, but ends up filtering back to the goalkeeper. There were a few Delaware Rising players around, but unable to get in front or on that ball, unfortunately. Good win from Nick Fleury, who is playing the center back role, that central back, as it kind of moves up to a 3-back. But Alex Brown, another lovely challenge, dispossesses his man, takes the ball forward. Smartly holds possession, doesn't force the ball. That's what we need to see. Some good passing, good ball movement, good movement into space. And almost to play, trying to find Rader, who's crashing in on that back line, but the ball goes behind him, and that will be out for a goal kick for Ashland. Another substitution. Barrett taking a break. Looks like that is Morris right back in after a quick rest. Trying to cycle through those substitutions because there are only 3 field players that Delaware has on the bench. So trying to keep those legs fresh as we enter this 56th minute of this game. About the 8th minute of the half. And the Morris almost gets through his defender, just stuck a leg out to scoop that one off him. Morris not happy, ends up committing a foul. Doesn't look like it'll be a card for Morris, but referee giving him his probably last warning. If you are joining us, apologies for the a little more shaky camera movement than usual, having some technical difficulties with our tripod, but we're bringing you the stream no matter what. You can't miss the action. Looks like Alex Brown gets clipped on the top of his foot. Hopefully he's all right. Good touch from Landon Kuhn. Sends McCall through. And both players collide. Looks like that will be a call against Delaware Rising. Both players kind of going for the ball, but Referee says that is a foul against McCall, so that will be free kick for Ashland. Good touch from Fleury. Brings it down the comb out to Kuhn. Kuhn tries to find Colin, but nicely intercepted by Lumbee. And now ball in, looking for Calvin McCall. And Morse has a rifle of a shot, and it hits the bottom of the goalpost on the volley. That would have been a lovely goal, but a great hit from Morris. Just rising a little bit too much. That's really the first big chance that Delaware Rising have had this second half. We want some more of that, boys. Ashland will start out of the back. Maybe a Delaware Rising throw. Bridenstine gets the ball through, tries to find someone up top, no one there for him. Oh, and 22 just run through challenges. Good challenge. That was Fleury and Owens. Oh, and Bridenstine almost gives it away, but thankfully one back. He's with Bridenstine once again. Owens, just a fortunate touch. Looks like it kind of skipped to him. JP Seliskar on the ball. Good ball up to Bridenstine. Almost loses the ball under his feet, but good body. Went almost through to Miller. Number 6 has space to carry. Someone has to step the ball. And that ball will stay in. No, the referee says it is out. It will be a Delaware Rising throw. Right where that window starts. Well, maybe an offside call instead. Nope, was a throw. It's a big ball up from Fleury. Just hit it out and away by Ashland's defense. There we go, got you adjusted. Ooh, ball given away in the midfield. Ashland are great at switching the ball from different points of attack. Smart move and a big switch again. Oh, but swing and a miss. Able to touch that ball down, but good passing, good vision. You have to respect that. Especially playing as a right midfield winger myself, you always love the service when you can switch the field. Good way to start an attack, especially switching it allows you to put off the defense. So you get a higher probability chance of attack. Be a throw for Ashland to the dismay of a few of the Delaware players. You did see that Ashland player trying to keep it in, so you can understand why. Oh, but actually a free kick instead. Body from Asher Bridenstine, lovely stuff. Free kick off of Asher. See Cody Lumbee. He got clipped there on his left foot. Hopefully he's all right. Free kick just past the 30. A dangerous ball in. Looks like Celescar does get a touch to keep it out of the center. Now ball goes in. McCall almost gets on it, and that was an Ashland player getting to the ball, but that will be a goal kick as it was just high and wide. Substitutions around for all teams. Both are making changes. Delaware Rising will bring on 3 players, trying to keep those legs fresh. Ashland will bring in 1. Ashland also only having a very limited bench. 3 field players for them, just the same as us. Score update still 2-1 in favor of Ashland United. No big chances so far in this second half for Ashland. Just one good strike from Morris for the Rising. And that was McComb who touches it in. Just keeps it from going out of bounds. Oof. Oh, and a ball almost through. Good touch from Fleury, and he can turn. Breinstein turns as well. Kuhn with some space. Tries to hit the ball up, maybe to Morris, and it does bounce over. And it is McComb who gets on it. Has some space, has a strike, and oh, just into the stomach of the keeper. It's a good save in the end. Had to get down low. A little more pace on it, and it probably would have snuck underneath of him. But a good sequence, good vision from Kuhn. A little bit of a mistake from that Ashland defender. Allows McComb to get in behind. That is how he scored his first goal after a lovely ball. I think that was from Kuhn on that goal. Nice challenge from Breinstein. Morris almost gets there. It's the effort, the hustle that we want to see from the Rising. Hopefully that chance will allow some momentum to swing in favor of Delaware. Ashland has done a good job of possessing the ball. Tries to get through, and a good challenge and clearance from Alex Brown. More substitutions this time for Ashland. One of those subs coming on now, walking in the midfield, that first goal scorer. That was number 20, Vander Rocha. Ashland throw down by the corner flag. We know they do have quite a few long throwers on their roster, and there goes one of them into the box. Headed away by Fleury, and it filters all the way through to Kuhn on the other side. Kuhn trying to release Morris. Morris checks back nicely, has some space, good turn. And now tries to play it up to McComb. Just can't get it over that tall center back. And they try to do the same. And a good body from Rader. And no call from the referees. Rader tries to body him to block the attacker from getting the ball. It did look kind of bad as the ball wasn't near him. But we play on. Oh, and Morris intercepts it off the foot of the defender. Cuts in through, still with the ball. Still looking. Defender gets his foot in. It finds it to Breinstein. Breinstein has a strike, and was looking for that top right corner. Hits that right goal post. We'd like to see it more momentum shifting toward Delaware Rising. And Morris, like a snake up there in that striker position, causing all sorts of problems for that back line. Hopefully we continue to see more of that as the game progresses, as those center backs get more and more tired. Good stuff from Brown. Looks like probably a dangerous kick, a high kick, as Alex was heading the ball down. Delaware restarts. Oh, and almost over to Kuhn. And Rader tries to get on it. That will be a Delaware Rising throw. Score still 2-1. We're starting to have more chances. Ashland clear. Good touch from JP. Lovely first touch as well from Cody Lumby. And Colin just can't get his foot on it. And Lumby, good stuff. Way to challenge that ball. And now it's still with Delaware. Trying to get into that final third. Barrett swings. Kuhn swings once more. Out to the left. It is with Morris. I'm trying to show you. Morris tries to go close. Throws it in. Oh, and it's right in front of goal, bouncing around. No one can get in front of it. Breinstein turns, has a rip. It deflects off a defender and goes out for a corner kick. That ball just begging to be hit. Players throwing their body around. We do have a Delaware player down. Looks like it might be a cramp. As one of the Ashland players is stretching him out. Trying to see who that is. Maybe McComb. More and more chances continue to filter our way. We just need to convert something for the Rising. You'll see Haley making her way onto the pitch, checking on our player. Hoping it is just a cramp. Again, it is a hot day. Once we do restart, it will be a Delaware Rising corner. Kuhn already out there ready to take the kick. And two players lurking around the box right now that are very good in the air. Seth Barrett, one of those players. And Galvin McCall also. Always backing them on a corner to get in a goal scoring position. We will be underway. Looks like, yep, and Kuhn does take it. Goes short, and Morse tries to flick it on. Looks like that is the design play. Goes back to Kuhn. Kuhn has the option. Crosses the ball low and hard. Deflects out. Now it's with JP. JP tries to maybe send it back into the box. It only goes to a defender. And good stuff from Alex Brown, breaking that up. And JP does keep the ball in play. And it bounces in and then eventually out on that far sideline. Score still 2-1. About 20 minutes left in regulation. There won't be too much added time as it stands, but still far off from that. A lot of soccer to play. Another big switch from left back to right back, or maybe left midfielder to right back. And McCall, good stuff to hustle back, but it just still filters through to that Ashland midfielder. Barrett runs in, forces a bad pass. Good hustle from Barrett. Nice swing of a pass. It's with Lumby. Lumby has space to play. Goes to Morris. Nice ball by Morris. In through. It is with Rader. Swings it through, and and McCall tries to do an acrobatic finish. An offside call is made. That was on Brent Rader. But another good chance for Delaware Rising. Really forcing the issue now. Trying to get back on the level playing field. And then you do see kind of behind the goal. It is McComb who is limping with that left leg. So I hope he is all right. It's Flurry. Flurry chests it down. And a little bit of ping pong ball as it goes out off of his Raider down in front of us. 1-1. It sounds like it is halftime of the Columbus Crew game. If you're interested, score is 1-1. So no excuse now. You can just be watching this Delaware Rising stream. Good stuff. It's with more Miller. Miller, good footwork, ends up finding JP. JP surveying his options. Filters it down, looking for Morris. Ball does bounce. And Morris is through off of the back of that player. Gets a strike on it, and it goes in! Morris scores off of the goalkeeper. It just went underneath his feet. Couldn't get it out, and Morris does enough. Just like we talked about, always on that back defender, causing problems. With the hustle, Morris gets on the end of it and just looks like an outstretched leg, pokes it goalward. and ends up finding the back of the net, bringing our match level 2-all. Fam, we have a game on our hands. Let's take that momentum and bag 2 more. This is an important match, as we've talked about previously. Ashland United are in 3rd place, 3 points above Delaware Rising. So if we can get 1 more goal, how about a few more, and get the 3 points from this match, we will draw level and be tied in 3rd place in the league as we hunt for that playoff spot. And Miller with the ball, just kind of pinging around, and there is a foul call. Miller does get the foul. Good use of his body. That ball just kind of getting lost underneath of him as it kind of pings around. Some substitutions being made, perhaps. Nope. Referee just having a chat with an Ashland player. And also having a conversation with Kuhn. I think Kuhn did ask a question about he wanted to start quickly, but wasn't able to do so. Now the ref will allow us to get the game underway. Kuhn swings the ball into the box. Very dangerous right in front. And McCall almost gets on it. It's in! It's scored! Mason Morris once again. A dangerous ball into the box. And it looks like the keeper was coming to get it, but McCall does enough to get in front of the keeper to cause a little chaos and confusion. And Morris is there. A poacher's finish. Taps it into the back of the net. Lovely stuff for Mason Morris once again. Within 2 minutes of his last goal. Now putting Delaware Rising up 3-2. And just like we were talking about now, as it stands, if we claim these 3 points, we will be moving up to 3rd place in the standings to tie ourselves with Ashland United. And we will have 2 games to go after this for the men. And Mason Morris causing all kinds of problems for that Ashland United defense. Great ball in from Landon Kuhn. And then McCall kind of providing the extra assist on that by causing some confusion in the box. Now a lot of momentum for Delaware Rising. Can we use it to try to put this game to bed? Good hustle from Brent Rader. Lovely step from Seth, but just unfortunate the ball stays right in front. That Ashland player, you gotta hate when that happens as a player. Putting a good challenge, and just luckily the ball happens to spin and stay right in front of the player you just challenged. And the ball in, Raider clears. And Morris there once again. And that will be a Delaware Rising throw. Mason Morris takes the ball and kicks it, but it looks like it did take a deflection off of that Ashland player. Substitution now for Delaware Rising. That is J.P. Seliskar coming back in now for Galvin McCall. Looks like the substitution sequence has been paying off for Delaware Rising, keeping those legs fresh, substituting their players much more frequently than that of Ashland United. And almost a good challenge from Raider, but number 3 does get by. And there's Lumby, gets a foot on it and just kind of bounce around still with Ashland. And now JP gets there. Seliskar clears it, and now it is cleared by Lumby. And Morris now off to the races. It's just Mason against the defense, and then it is kicked out by the Ashland player. And good hustle from that, maybe center back, to get over and prevent the corner. So it will be a throw for the Rising. We are in the 78th minute. Score is 3-2. Good passing from the Rising. Maintaining possession, some good movement. Trying to work through that first line of defense for Ashland. And a ball in. Oh, it is a dangerous ball, and it falls right in front of Seliskar. Seliskar unable to get a foot on it. Just a step off, and he would have been able to get something on that. So that will be a goal kick for Ashland, but a lovely ball in from Owens. They're playing short out of the back. Barrett, lovely stuff from Barrett to dispossess the two attacking players for Ashland, but then ball unable to be held up. Cody Lumbee, good challenge and pulled back. Referee not even playing advantage. Could see the hold from here. Lumbee with space. Finds the ball out to Morris. What can Morris do? Always dangerous with the ball. Tries to play it through. Doesn't get the lucky bounce this time. And Barrett, lovely challenge, and it just, luckily for Ashland, filters through as that Ashland player keeps possession. And lovely passing from Ashland. Number 9 on the ball. Does deflect kind of down in the middle, and Owens has a swing and a miss. And it filters right in front on the 18 for Ashland. Still has possession. No shot. Number 9 tries to maybe curl one in, but a miss hit that will go out for a Delaware Rising throw. Some nervy moments in the back line for Delaware. Thankfully leads to nothing. We do see some substitutions for Delaware, keeping that substitution trend going. Galvin Call makes his way back on, and Colin McComb, glad to see him making his way back onto the pitch after going down with an injury. Looks to be walking all right. We are now in the 80th minute. Big throw from Ryland, Owens, and Lanton Kuhn said it was touched last by an Ashland player. Referee disagrees. Another substitution being made. Ooh, it looks like one of our players is down. That is Ryland Owens. Hopefully nothing serious. It's getting stretched out, so perhaps a cramp. Haley making her way over to make sure he is all right. That does give players a much-needed break. You see Ashland, some of their players going over, grabbing some water. Substitution is being made. Seth Barrett makes his way off for the Rising. Asher Breinstein makes his way on. Receiving Colin McComb over there, trying to stretch those legs out, trying to stay loose. You'll see Owens, I think, has been substituted so he can get some treatment on the sideline. Lovely touch from McComb to McCall. McCall just too big of a touch. And that is a good step from Cody Lumbee. Not taking any chances, just went in and cleared that ball, so that'll give Delaware the chance to reset. About 8 minutes left in regulation. We will have some injury time, you will think. Some added time. 9 minutes to go. Good from Asher. Almost touched through by Miller. Good touch from Kuhn. His body control is so impressive. McComb, and that was McCall trying to touch it back. He goes through and, oh, Kuhn, oh, just almost got a foot on that. Ashland attacking down the left side. And a big switch to some space on the right. Ashland taking their time, trying to build something. Trying to find a chance, a good switch, as they always do. And a strike, perhaps? No. But actually, that was probably a good touch because there was an Ashland player looking on that near back post. And Fleury steps in, but does clip the leg of number 20. That is Evander Rocha, one of the goal scorers. Looks like he's feeling the effects of that challenge. That is certainly within shooting range. And you would think number 20, maybe one of the players looking to try to take that strike. Doesn't have the best angle for a right footer. So if it is a right footer taking the kick, you probably fancy an outswinger to that back post. Thomas directing where his wall should be. And it will be a right-footed kick taker. We'll see if he goes for goal. And he does, and tries to play it low. Looks like Thomas had it covered. We'll be happy with that. You do see a little strategery from Thomas. A ball by the goal, but elects to go get the one that was kicked further away. We are now in the 85th minute. Substitution being made. Thomas now has the ball and ready, so it is McCall. Morris now back in. You see him now gracing that front line with his presence. Thomas up and long. Big kick. And it is cleared by an Ashland player, but hits his own player. Doesn't feel good. Oh, and it did deflect off of a Delaware player and then hits an Ashland player. Probably should have been a Delaware throw, but then goes back in. Miller flicks it up, and Morris in good space. Gets a lovely touchdown. Keeps possession. What can he do now? Has a strike and does go low. And the keeper does make the save. Does force the keeper to get over. You see Morris now getting over, trying to apply some pressure. Score still 3-2 in favor of Delaware Rising. We have about 5 minutes left in regulation. We'll see how much time the referee wants to add on. There were a few injuries, so we probably should have some extra time. And that ball just bounces down off of a deflection, unfortunately, really well for Ashland. Ashland sending numbers forward. And a good step. It was Fleury. Goes down, and Seliskar clears that ball. It will be out for an Ashland throw. Relieves the pressure temporarily for the Rising. It'll be a throw down to the right in front of us on this near sideline. 86th minute. Oh, that ball filters through to an Ashland player who cuts. And a good save, and out and away. It was, I think, Alex Brown who kept that first attempt away. And then a big cross comes in for the Ashland player. That will be a Delaware Rising throw. Seliskar takes the throw. Does have a long throw on him, and that is good. Filters down. Headed down to McComb from Miller. Miller tries to flick it on and almost gets it over top for Morris. McComb will win the ball back on this near sideline. Plays it through, and it will stay in bounds. And it is Mason Morris in the corner. Does almost get by his man. A fight for it. Just bouncing around. Morris does get it back. It's with McComb, and McComb is offside. And McComb clears the ball after the whistle has blown. Tries to waste some time unnecessarily, so that will be a yellow card. Yellow card for McComb. Trying to get you that angle down there, so it will be a offside free kick taken for Ashland. We are now within 3 minutes of a full 90. We'll see how much time the referee wants to add. Ball does bounce. And away from Seliskar. Oh, and a missed touch, which almost actually works out for Ashland in the end. Good stuff from Kuhn to get in. Clears that ball up. Ashland will try to develop something. Good stuff from Nick Fleury away. Kuhn Provides some pressure, continuing to do so. Actually, a nice little touch there to keep possession with Ashland. Now just trying to go up and over top. Ooh, and shoved down in the face. Absolutely a call, but nothing from the referee. Not sure how he missed that one. Certainly hands to the face. It will be a... Actually, we're not sure what it is. It's like a throw. Yes, a throw for Ashland United. Substitution being made. Seth Barrett joins the mix. Con McComb takes a break. A long throw into the box. JP Seliskar heads away. Good strong header. It will stay with Ashland. Filters through on that left wing. Low and hard ball across, and it swings in. That was, looks like off of a Delaware player, so it will be a corner kick for Ashland as we approach the 90th minute. Does Ashland have anything left in their tank? And a big corner in a dangerous area, headed off by an Ashland player. It will go out for a Delaware throw. We have hit the 90-minute mark. Sounds like the referee wants to add 3 minutes of extra time to this match. Substitutions being made. Rylan Owens makes his way onto the pitch. So does Galvin McCall. Mason Morris takes a break. Good interception, a tackle from Miller. JP, nice challenge from JP. Allows Breinstein to clear the ball. Keeper grabs it, tries to boot it downfield. It will find Miller. Miller up in the air. It's now Barrett. Barrett, a good win, sends it back down. Barrett gets a touch on it and still stays with it, and the ball will filter to the Ashland back line. Trying to build something in the dying embers of this match. And that ball goes out for a Delaware throw. Good stuff from Breinstein. Applies the pressure. Forces that poor pass. It's the hustle you want to see with just minutes left in what has been a fairly intense match on a hot day. You always appreciate the effort. Big throw from Seliskar. Looking for Galvin down in the corner, and it is good pressure from McCall, and that forces a Delaware throw toward the corner. Probably just under 2 minutes left. The only time that we have is on the referee's watch. Looks like he does take a gander at said watch. That ball between Barrett and Kuhn. It is cleared. Ashland, lovely touch from number 20. Does get by Breinstein. Good step from Kuhn. Causing some ruckus in the midfield. And that was Seliskar getting up, and a good touch from Kuhn to keep the ball in. There's a yellow card being shown. I'm not sure who that was on. It was on maybe a coach or a bench player, perhaps. We do get underway. The throw is to one of the center backs for Ashland McCall. Good hustle from Galvin McCall. Steps in, forces a throw for Ashland. You'll love to see it. Great hustle. And spends more time, more precious moments. Score still 3-2. Can Delaware hold on? Lovely challenge from Seliskar. And a big boot downfield. And that is the match. Ladies and gentlemen, Delaware Rising hold on after a stellar second half. Some wonderful performances. Getting Delaware Rising 3 huge points to bring them up to third place in the standings in the league. Now tied with Ashland United in their hunt for a playoff spot. An absolutely lovely game. If you have not seen the beginning of this one, you'll want to scroll back, watch the first 2 goals that happened within the first 3 minutes. And then Ashland United getting one minutes before the first half comes to a conclusion. And then it was Delaware Rising's second half. 2 goals bring them ahead, and then some lovely defensive performances, some great effort and hustle shown by a short bench as well. An absolute lovely 3 points that are much appreciated. And that is our game for today, ladies and gentlemen. To all of you that joined us here locally at Buckeye Valley, we appreciate all of you for creating an awesome atmosphere. The players greatly appreciate it. We all appreciate you. Some huge 3 points. And for all of you joining in the stream, we appreciate you as well. Thank you so much. We will see you all very soon in the next one. All of our games coming at you, actually, for all 3 of our teams next weekend. So be sure to tune in. Join us in person if you can. Make sure to check out our YouTube channel for all of the streams, match day vlogs, as well as our social media for any updates. And, of course, for the shirts that we finally have, we will be stocking in the store that were delivered yesterday. If you want to look sharp in some Delaware Rising gear, join us there. We will see you all very soon. As always, up the Rising.